The Rock made his return to the WWE last night, and I'm not very happy about it. He did this last year during WrestleMania season. It's time we had a conversation about The Rock. Is The Rock really good for WWE TV? Is he something that we need to see? Or is he toxic to the business? Personally, I think he's borderline toxic for WWE. This is the second year in a row that The Rock has interjected himself into the WrestleMania spotlight, I guess you could say. We haven't gotten super far into what's going to happen this year with WrestleMania as far as The Rock goes, but after tonight, I'm not excited. I was excited for a potential bloodline feud, potential Rock versus Roman, even though I don't think the match would be amazing, something that I want to see. But after tonight, and after this segment with Cody, and then after the press conference really sealed the deal for me. I think The Rock is bad for business. Let's take a step back to last year's WrestleMania. They did a whole documentary about the main event of WrestleMania last year and how The Rock came in and told Triple H, I'm main eventing against Roman. That's what's best for business. What do you mean? Like, how do you just walk into a place? And this is where this really started for me, but I was willing to ignore it because everything worked out in the end. And I had faith back. Right now, I don't have faith. Everything worked out. The fans were made heard. The fans were heard, and The Rock did again. Right now, we don't know a ton, right? We're still on the outside of this. The Rock made his appearance on Smackdown, and they announced it yesterday. The Rock made his appearance on Smackdown, and they announced it Thursday. The episode of Smackdown sucked, and half of that was due to his promo. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow in the video for Smackdown. But he comes in and pretty much demands Cody. Cody is finding out his Mania opponent at Elimination Chamber, and Rock is demanding an answer for Cody's soul at Elimination Chamber. Like, I don't get it. None of this makes any sense, and I'm tired of watching The Rock interject himself. It was cool at one point when Roman returned and Rock came out and gave him the 1-2. Was last night at Smackdown, where he is once again interjecting himself into a story. This would have been cool 6 months ago, but now we are way too close to WrestleMania for him to be interjecting himself like this. And I've heard backstage, a lot of people did not know this was happening. This was a shock to more than just the fans. This was a shock to people backstage as well. Segments got cut, matches got shortened, resulting in a dookie episode of SmackDown. All for him to, one, announce WrestleMania in New Orleans, which is cool. They're in New Orleans, great. Then two, to tell Cody he wants his soul. It just didn't even feel planned. It didn't feel like anybody had any idea what was happening. It's so disappointing. I don't think The Rock is good for business. I think he's in the business for himself and his own ego. And during the biggest time of the year, he is self-inserting himself into the biggest title of the year. Why? There's not a single bloodline member in the Elimination Chamber. Roman bowed out. Solo didn't have a qualifying match. Jacob lost his qualifying match. Like, I could understand if there was a bloodline member in Elimination Chamber. But as it stands right now, not a single bloodline member will be fighting for a championship at WrestleMania this year. Why is The Rock out here trying to steal Cody's soul? It doesn't make any sense. I don't think it's a good play. I think it's a horrible play. The promo was awful. He just rambled on and on and on. And when you're already struggling to book, especially the women, well, and then you cut a women's match short for a 40-minute just snooze fest promo for The Rock, it's sad. And I understand he's on the board of directors. He's on TKO's board. He is technically everybody's boss, but he's got to have better business sense than that. And I might be just getting angry too early, right? This could turn out well. WrestleMania last year turned out well. But on the outside, it's disturbing. Because last year there was a very clear story, a very clear path. And when you're in a WrestleMania season that isn't looking as good as everybody hoped it would be, to have this thrown into the mix really just doesn't make me feel good about Mania. As a individual PLE, I am excited for Elimination Chamber. I'm not excited about the Cody Rock segment that we're gonna get. I don't see why you have to do it. This could be done after Mania. This could be easily done on the Monday after Mania, the Monday Night Raw directly after WrestleMania. But here we are, a week before Elimination Chamber, wondering why The Rock wants Cody's soul. And then we go to the press conference, and this is really where it sealed the deal for me. The Rock only talked about himself, and he was trying to be buddy-buddy with everybody, but he exclusively talked about himself, not even WrestleMania in New Orleans. He talked about that for maybe 2 minutes. The rest of it was just him, just talking about him, fueling his own ego. And he's going to get what he wants. He's going to get what he wants because he's in charge. He's on the board at TKO, and it's so sad. Because right now, it really feels like the Elimination Chamber match does not matter. They're fighting for a spot that's already taken, and that's the most disturbing. We've spent time building up the chamber, doing all these setup matches, getting people qualified, and in the end, it might not even matter. They might get a match at Raw after Mania now. And I could be just way too early for this. I'm reading into it a little too hard, but I don't think I am. I have a feeling The Rock's ego could influence the writers and the WWE enough to move the Elimination Chamber winner and the WWE Universal Championship match to the Raw after Mania. But we'll have to see. And I'm not looking forward to seeing. That's for sure. I believe that The Rock is toxic for the WWE, without a doubt. It's like a bad ex-girlfriend. Really good idea in the beginning, but now you're thinking, why the hell did we do that? I used to like Rock a lot. I did. I loved him with the Nation of Domination. Rock versus Stone Cold. Hollywood Rock. But now all I see is a man clinging on to any relevancy he can get. And it's ruining something that I love. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it. I don't know where this is going to lead us. I don't. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could be more positive about this. I try to be as positive as I can be on this channel when it comes to wrestling. But this one, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to see the positive side to this. You have a whole year to do whatever you want to do. But WrestleMania is the biggest event of the year for you. And to be changing plans this close to the event and modifying what you're doing is not good. It's not. You want Mania to be perfect. Or as perfect as it can be, right? Mistakes will happen. Things will have to change because of just outside influences, right? But you don't need any extra bull to go into the weekend. And I feel like we're getting extra bull and a whole load of it. But that's going to be it for this video. I think I'm done talking about it. I'm sure I'll talk about it more on In Case You Missed It Wrestling. Smackdown comes out tomorrow, but I'm not excited for the future anymore. And I made this channel because I was very excited for the future with the WWE. And this dashed a lot of hope I had. This killed a lot of hope I had in the business and in the future with the company. Now, I spent a lot of time this week trying to defend the WWE and speak good of, and today really killed me. It's not a happy video to make. Maybe I just need to sleep on it, but we'll see. But I'll catch you in the next one.